to part 2 of dealing with our minds, right? Okay, I know I have the same shirt on, right? And totally different coffee cup. Okay, just the other side of my other coffee cup. Plus I'm wearing sweats this time instead of jeans. So it's completely different, you guys. Completely different. Don't mind. Don't worry about it. Okay, so this is, however, my second cup of coffee. I'm still drinking it. Let's go into the second part of dealing with our minds, which is how to understand which thoughts that come up are coming up for you to take action on. Because this is the 3 categories that I put thoughts into. And so thoughts that come up to take action on, thoughts that come up because there's something to heal, to witness, to look at. Okay, that's the second one. And the third one is thoughts that come up for us to see through distractions. Distractor thoughts, okay? But right now, in part 2, we're just going to talk about how to know if it's a thought that's come up for you to take action on, right? So let's say that you have a thought that says you really need to, you haven't worked on your website forever, right? Like going back to the first video, like you're never going to do it. You really should do it, but you're never going to do it, right? It's weird. Our thoughts do this little thing where they're telling us what we need to do, and in the same thought, they're often telling us that we won't do it. It's extremely abusive. If we had a partner or a best friend talking to us like that, we wouldn't put up with it for very long, unless we're so used to those thoughts in our head that we also put up with them outside of ourselves, which is a whole different video. Okay, so what can you take action on there? Well, what you can take action on is the part that says you need to work on your website, right? So the first question to know if it's a thought you need to take action on is there a productive action that I could take from this thought? Does that make sense? Is there a productive action that I can take from this thought? Then is there something here that is measurable? So let me tell you what I mean by this. So let's say, I need to get all the pictures uploaded to my website. That's absolutely something you can take productive action on, and it's measurable. Like when your pictures are uploaded onto your website, that's something you can measure. That's something that has an end point to it, okay? What a lot of our very dysfunctional thoughts do is they will tell us some very vague and general thing that we have no idea how we could take production action on that, and it is not measurable. So let's say the thought comes up that is more like, I need to be beautiful enough to be loved. That's the thought that comes up. If I was just more beautiful, if I could just make myself more beautiful, then I could be loved. How in the hell would you ever know, first of all, what you needed to do exactly to reach that, but also what's the end result of that? Because with those kind of thoughts, even when someone does love you, first of all, you don't know if they love you because you're beautiful enough, finally. Someone let me know, too, if you've ever found beautiful enough, and that's ever been really satisfying for you. Please let me know that. Then there's you don't know if they love you because you finally got beautiful enough, right? Maybe they would have loved you 40 pounds ago and a whole, never buying any of your new clothes or that new beautiful makeup you learned how to do in a tutorial. Like you can't know that, right? So thoughts that are coming up to take action on, these are things that you can take action on in a productive way that has a way to measure it. Now, this is funny because this is kind of meta. Like we're crawling underneath some basic things that we don't usually question this clearly, this concisely. in a linear way like this. And the risk that I take by putting this out there to you is you're going to find exceptions to things, right? You're going to say, well, I had the thought that blah, 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 and it wasn't measurable but at the time, but eventually I blah, blah, blah. I get that, right? None of these videos are me saying that I have the be-all, end-all answer to anything. This is me wanting to explore, because we don't question our own minds clearly enough. If we were to say it out loud, if we were to speak even for a day, all of our unconscious thoughts, all of that subconscious stuff going on behind there, what would we sound like? What would we actually truly sound like? Think about this for a second. Think about blurting out a sentence, like you're just sitting around with your family and you blurt out the sentence, if only I could be more beautiful, then I would finally eventually be loved. What if you were to blurt that out? First of all, people would go, what are you talking about? What does that have to do with anything? Your husband or wife or whoever would be like, I already think that you're beautiful. What are you doing? Right? These are these streaker thoughts. These are just going one level deeper with the streaker thoughts. So, thoughts that are meant to take action on. That's one of the types of thoughts that goes through your mind. I want you to be able to capture those so that you can ask those questions and then take action on those. Because at some point, if there was no mental noise, all there would be to do is what there is to do. You'd have a thought that said, I need to upload all those pictures to my website. And unless you were driving, if you were in any kind of a position where you could do that, you would instantly walk over to your computer and start working on that project. Right? Thought, action, go. But that's not how we usually function. There are some wonderful people in this world who do function like that, and we have days where we might function like that. But I think we get confused about the filter that these different thoughts are coming through. What's coming up to take action on? What's coming up to be witnessed and healed, right? And what's coming up as a distractor, as a saboteur, as something that is not useful and we're meant to let go of. So, part 2, that's all I want you to look at today. So this is going to be shorter than some of the videos because I really, really, really want you to be able to focus on this one today. Which of your thoughts that comes through your brain is being asked to take action on? And one of the things, one of the little hacks here is to write them down, right? You could even do a piece of paper that's 3 different columns and write down, these are the thoughts that came to me today to take action on. Something as simple as, all right, seriously, it's time to brush your teeth. And then you start to practice right the minute that you think about it. If it's possible to do it, you do it. You go brush your teeth. Oh, look at that. I had a thought that I could take action on that was measurable, and I did it. That's empowering. As simple as that is, that can be very, very empowering. So, this is your assignment today. Notice the thoughts that come for you to take action on. If you're willing to and make it really powerful, write them down and take the action they're asking you to take. If there are those other vague thoughts, let's just leave those alone for right now. We'll go into those in the next couple of days. But for right now, taking action on those thoughts, productive action. So when I say productive action, healthy action, right? I'm not asking you, and please do not take action on thoughts that are harmful to yourself or to others in any way, shape, or form. This is healthy, productive, measurable, right? This whole point of this is so that we can start to see through our own subconscious, that we can start to bring the unconscious to the conscious and be powerful with it. You got this. I want to hear about it. Please comment on Patreon. I really, really, really want to hear what you noticed about the thoughts that come up for you to take action on, okay? All right, I'm gonna go drink the rest of this coffee. May your coffee be strong and your life be blessed. And next video, I'll have a different shirt on, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. And if you would be interested in working with me further, you can check out DawniAngel.com. I would love to come speak to your group, come to your business to do a training, be on your podcast, my personal favorite, or even work with you one-on-one.